Yes. I got my list in here. I got my stuff. I got my steering wheel. Let's get 2020 over with. Do the whole body like this, it's gonna look great. 2021, yeah, that's it. That's crazy. It's the future. The future is now, people. What's up, people? 2020 is almost over, and we survived. This was a year like no other, goes without saying, and it was especially for me and this channel. And I appreciate you guys coming along for the journey. It started off so much differently than it is now ending. And I'm looking forward to doing the next video and kicking off 2021, because a whole new chapter is about to begin with builds that will frankly top everything I've done in the past, and adventures in racing and cars that will top anything I've ever done in the past. I look forward to bringing you along. But it was a tough year. And so I thought for today's video, to do it a little differently, I just wanted to bring you along on most of the entirety of a normal day for me. So here, dun dun dun, is my office. It's not done. I didn't pick out curtains or anything yet, but I've hung up some stuff, and at least I have a place to start being able to work or do a little simulator driving, thanks to my buddy Andrew who hooked me up there. So a normal morning for me, like anything else. The night before and the day of, I try to write down everything. Yeah, actually write with a pen and paper. I hate pencil, by the way. I don't know, maybe I'm quirky. And no, I don't want to take notes on my phone. I look at my phone all day long. It drives me crazy. So I try to remember everything I've got to do and everybody I've got to call in the order. And I write them down the night before and the morning of, and then I start crossing them out. And if I'm a real good boy, I can cross them all out. So I'm going to have to do that. And then I have to think of all the builds I'm going to do for the day. So today, we're going to be going to the shop and getting back after a little holiday action. And for you guys that all followed along on the Porsche 928 build. Ooh, Porsche fabric. Oh, yes! For everybody that's imbibing in the smoking arts, you're welcome. So I'm going to take that because we're going to fix up the 944 interior. I also am going to need some other junk I got here. This I'm kind of excited about, and this is going to be all about stripes. It's going to be a normal day, but I just want to show you guys Martini and Rossi stripes, yes, for the side of the 944. Maybe not your taste for a 944, but some white 911s and 924s had them, and I got this from England. And I always thought Martini and Rossi schemes look really cool, so we're going to do that. And then lastly, a very nice Christmas gifts from my mother and father-in-law to tie off the 944, a Momo Prototipo steering wheel. Yes. Same kind of steering wheel, a little bit bigger, albeit, that was used in the Porsche factory race cars, especially of like the late 60s and 70s. So that's cool. Just want to grab this stuff, you guys. Get to the shop. We're going to take the truck. I got a surprise in there for you too. It's going to be really neat for next year. Get down to the shop and work. Let's see what happens. All right, where's my crap? I gotta load up the camera. I gotta get my computer. I need my leather jacket. Although I broke my leather jacket. I'll show you guys, it's pretty sad really. I've been trying to fix the zipper. It's all worn out. So I zip it up and then it goes like that. And I look like a dork and it ruins all the coolness, but I'll fix it. So, oh crap, oh man, I got too much crap to do. I got my list in here. I got my stuff. I got my steering wheel. Let's get 2020 over with. Oh, giddy up. You know, I gotta admit, I don't actually like driving trucks. I know. There's tons of people that think trucks are the coolest things in the world, and they sort of are, but I hate them. They're not cars, they're not race cars, it's not my thing, okay? I'm sorry, it's too utilitarian, but in this circumstance, I do like this truck because you can see behind me, yes, what is that? Yeah, that's the roof center section to a very cool race car body from the late 60s, early 70s, the Chevron B16. So I just picked up a full body for one that I got from Chris Ardern of Ardern Cars. That was the really cool replica building place I went recently and did a video. He had a Lola T70 Mark III B body car he's doing, a Ford GT, And just a really nice guy from the racing world that built some great tube frame chassis so people can build cool replicas. By the way, this is a total spoiler, Easter egg, foreshadowing 2021 for the people who are reading into stuff potentially. So, you know, anyway, so 2020, right? Yeah, it was different for everybody. I think we can move on from that. Relating to the channel, and I hope you guys don't mind watching this. The other thing I'm trying to do here is frickin' relax. Because YouTube's a funny thing. Obviously, it sort of rewards kind of extreme personalities in a way, which is good. And I've sort of just theatered up my personality for the sake of building it. And, you know, I'm trying to build a channel. It does a lot of great things. It helps support Genius Garage. You know, being able to teach and mentor young people in engineering and help them get jobs through engineering challenges and building cars is a really cool thing. So I love doing it. So you gotta be kind of theatrical. But one thing I've noticed when I look at myself and the own growth of my channel, which is truly amazing. I mean, it wasn't much more than a year ago where I only had a couple of thousand subscribers. In the last calendar year, I think my channel grew over 100,000 subscribers, which is amazing. And it's awesome. It's neat to be in this position to connect with so many people. But it's not a trophy. It's just kind of a milestone of the journey that you're on and the journey that hopefully we're on together. And I wanted this video to reflect upon the past. So when I was talking about personalities, I bring it up because I look at my fellow YouTubers that I look up to. You know, they have a lot bigger channels. They've done a lot more. And you look at how they're doing it and kind of the natural trend and growth. And I'm not going to name names because I really don't want people to think I'm making any kind of digs whatsoever. But people that have the fun personalities, maybe the goofy, maybe the serious, they keep trying to do bigger, bigger, bigger with their YouTube channel. And I don't think that works long term. So in this video, at least, I just wanted to relax, be a little bit more normal, so to speak. Obviously, I love having fun and being goofy. I'll do it at any given moment, and we'll do it at the shop. But I think that goes further, and I think that's going to be better for the long-term journey with you guys. So 2020, the next video is about the future. I want to talk about the future. It's going to be so good. You know, the shop was small. Like, I was barely getting by. I lived in a condo with my wife. The year was tough, and I remember a year ago I was building that old Kawasaki Ninja and fixing it up and building like the replica kind of that bike that Maverick's character rode in the movie Top Gun. That was super cool. But I bring that up because that was all I could afford. And that was kind of a stretch, and it was tough. And what's been nice about 2020 for me, not just forget about the channel, but for me, is I've been able to sort of get back on my feet a little bit and feel like me, you know, and get traction to go somewhere that I think that I belong and want to go. You know, I think you guys know who I am, and I think it's time for us to just take that traction and go somewhere together. I'm still gonna talk a little smack and make some jokes now and then, but let's look forward. Let's blow it up next year. That's what I'm gonna do. Not like literally, that's for like Whistling Dixie, or Whistling Diesel, sorry. That was not a Freudian slip, but maybe it was. Anyway, that's for Whistling Diesel. Let him blow stuff up. And Hoovie will buy the cars that always breaks, right? So what am I gonna do? Well, what do you think a guy that built the world's only turbine-powered Batmobile and a giant flying pterosaur is gonna do? Cool builds, yes. Now, on that note, for 2021, I still wanna do builds that everybody can afford and enjoy. That's why I'm doing the 944. That's my dream. It doesn't matter if you end up being rich or not. You know, there's still ways to enjoy the car world, and we're still going to do that. We're going to do it together. But as I get new opportunities or get new creative places or feel a little more comfortable, I want to do some wild things. I want to let my imagination off the hook for the builds that I would never have done before. So I think that's going to be exciting, because I think we're in a new era of hot rodding and car building. And I think we're also in a new era where it will reward people that can work with their hands and build cool stuff. So things are changing. I don't think we're out of the woods just yet. But tell you what, let's get to the shop. Yes, we're here. So let's cap this year off right. I'm just so happy. I mean, look at this. The Prototipo is now white and beautiful. Come on and look. And my Formula Continental, the cheap open-wheel race car that we got early this year, is now beautiful and red. The Lykan Hypersport at Genius Garage is off getting painted now. That's going to be fantastic. And Genius Garage, we all made it through the year, even in spite of it being 2020. Here you can see the Chevron B16 bodywork that I just brought here in the back of the truck, you guys remember. And come on, walk around. Let's go look in the back and just get through this year together and cap it off. I hope you guys are gonna somehow enjoy this. Just stay up, just watch whatever it is that's on TV, have a drink, spend it with some friends and just enjoy it, because we're all gonna have a better year and a better future. Even if 2021 is tough, we're gonna get through this and make things be right. And I mean, look at this. Even if you guys aren't ready to build a car, this is so inspirational. Look how great looking this body is. So now I get the opportunity to think of all the cool and clever ways that I could build something like this, build my dreams. And I hope you guys get to build your dreams, whether that's a car, a motorcycle, a business, a family, it doesn't matter. But we're getting through this year together. And you know, at the beginning of it, the beginning of 2020, my channel was small. I was barely making a living, and you know, come on in, and I was starting to do Casey's 80s Garage and getting into my cheaper cars. Well, even though I'm getting to the point where personally I can, you know, have some of my nicer cars, I still love my 944. You guys remember the one I bought last year for $3,000 and fixed it up, showed everybody how to tune it up and do timing belts. And this white over black one with the early dash and the white Fuchs wheels, that was always my dream, and I actually got to find it. And also, we've got the No Snob Porsche 944 squad on Facebook, if you guys want to join, for 944 enthusiasts who are not snobby Porsche owners, which is a lot of fun. And of course, Genius Garage has the good old American Corvette that's been great. This car and building it with the students has gotten a lot of jobs, and it's been a wonderful car on the field of a lot of big vintage races. And an incredible family donated this beautiful 1967 Morgan drophead coupe to Genius Garage, which I think is wonderful because it's the opportunity for people at Genius Garage and engineers to learn from the old world craftsmanship and appreciate that and just kind of grow the love of our automotive history. So that's a wonderful thing that happened in 2020. This car came to be, for me, the Corvette, by a weird happenstance. We were doing the car flipping contest with FinWiki, and I saw this quick, and I didn't have much time, and I told the guys when we were flipping it, I thought it was a good car, and if it ends up being a problem, I'll buy it. Well, it had low oil pressure, so I ended up buying it. But I think it's going to be great and a lot of fun. This is my personal car, and I'm looking forward to getting on the track and hot rodding around. Of course, we're going to have to rebuild the motor, but that'll be neat to see. So, you know, you make lemonade out of lemons, right? And of course, the Omega car in 2020, that did fantastically. It turns out to be every bit as awesome as what I imagined in my head when I was creating this so many years ago and sat on for so long. And that was such a great thing to see come to fruition, because the thing I believed and imagined way back when was real and true, and it was awesome. And I got to share that with Brian and some of the other students that got to learn from it. We had a lot of fun together. We did big natty fat we did big natty fat burnouts, yes, and left 11s for days. Because the beautiful side effect of making something efficient, it's really fast too. So we're going to do the final miles per gallon efficiency testing, and I'm going to clean it up, maybe paint it next year and dial it in. That's going to be awesome. Also here, I called it my midlife crisis. Okay, so it's not a midlife crisis, and hopefully I'm not at midlife or past, but I bought a crazy 200 horsepower dune buggy that weighs 800 pounds with a legit air-cooled Volkswagen engine, not some Hayabusa malarkey that's mid-engine, and that's really cool. And we're gonna work on this more next year. I'm gonna probably bump the oil pressure a little bit, tune it up, and maybe even put a body on it so it looks like a 1980s radio control car, like a Tamiya Grasshopper or Hornet, or maybe a Team Associated RC10 Gold Pan car. Yes. And of course, the Auburn did some work on that. That's cool. And starting to think, what is in store in the future for the Genius Garage Indy car? I hope something better than it being a paperweight. And you just keep plugging. And there was all kinds of highs and lows. One of the big lows for Genius Garage had a very nice person in Columbus that wanted to do a Genius Garage related thing down there. And I told him, if you can do that, I'll bring a car down. The yellow Corvette actually went down to Columbus. And he was looking for space. And then some people at a dealership, the Toy Barn, said that they would give space for Genius Garage. And it turned out that they really just wanted to get the Batmobile on display for free and then kick us out. So they did, and that really sucked. And I hate them because that's not nice, to say the least. But we got past that, still a big pain in my butt, and we learned some lessons. And the original person that wanted to do Genius Garage is a really good person that's not associated with that unpleasant place. So I was just really happy about that. And of course, the King Zero, a crazy build that I'm so honored that Avalon King, the ceramic coating company, is supporting my channel and others because they actually care about the car community. And frankly, the product works really well. I'll be doing it on the 944 here soon because all my Avalon coated cars I sold. So everything I got now is dirty. So we're gonna do that. But as you look here, I'm finally now onto the sheet metal work. Coming in close. Now, the sheet metal there, that's actually 16 gauge steel, which is rather thick because you'll be able to walk on this part. And you can see where I'm starting to weld the sheet metal right there to these wire vertex. So this wire buck will be part of the body. Yes, there's lighter weight ways to do it, but this is my first time coach building. I think it's going really well. It's able to get a real nice compound curve on it and take a close look. I mean, look how cool this is. Do the whole body like this, it's gonna look great. Gonna buzz it. It'll be ready for priming and some skim filler. It's gonna be great. And you know, Miller Welders, they were so nice. Sent me this awesome fabrication table, and it's just such a fantastic product. Got a Miller welder here that I use, and Genius Garage gets to use too, and it is absolutely incredible. It does MIG and TIG, and it's actually a smart welder. It'll self-adjust itself and do all kinds of neat stuff. And it's got both bottles, so it's just so awesome, so awesome. And you know, we're getting there, we're getting there. I'm not made of money. I knew that when I started my channel, that I thought I could outbuild most people, but I wasn't independently wealthy. The one thing I could always do is just be myself and be honest. And you know, I think I'm glad that I started my channel and I wasn't the wealthy guy that could do just massive things. Because when you start off, if you just be yourself and you're honest, that's the best thing in the world, I think. Because you can always theoretically work to get somewhere in life, better your own life and others, help people with Genius Garage, or maybe hopefully make more money and a better living in the future. And I'm starting to make a half-decent living and get cool builds. But just remember, hang in there. It may take a few years, but you can get somewhere. And I'm just happy to be getting somewhere and sharing it with you guys. Because look at this, the King Zero, right? This is my ultimate supercar build, building it like the old school supercars, like Countach's and things were. And while I, and probably most of you, can't afford a Countach, even though we'd like to, that's okay. Because we can build something just like it, and frankly, better. And I'm gonna have like $15,000, $20,000 in this when it's done. It'll be a proper V12 coach-built supercar, and it'll be the only one. Now, how cool is that? So I hope that that is the best lesson that I can bring to you all from 2020 in my channel, is that you have the power to make your own destiny. And I know that everybody's not born with the same prepositioning in life, and some of us have setbacks, some of us have positives, but you just gotta hang in there. Make good relationships, be around good people, and keep plugging. Because whether you're a car person and you're striving to get a 944 and the best you can afford is a fixer-upper car for a few $1,000s, that's cool. I like that too, that's one of my dreams. And if you're somebody who is far more well-heeled than that, and you can own and build a Formula One car, that's cool too. But I like to tease. I like to knock things on this channel. You know, people like to flex on Instagram with their supercars. Who cares? Look, if you got supercars and you're driving, it's paddle shifting, that's cool. But just be real. Let's all be real. Let's all be cool together. And that's the best way to get somewhere. Because right now, you know, we are being divided by social media. By me building this channel, I see how social media works. And the biggest way social media, and I'm not going to name names of all the entities, but works by poking the bear. We're all the bear. It pokes you. And it creates you to become a more extreme version of yourself, one or the other. So enjoy social media, but realize there's a time when we all have to draw the line. Me as a content creator and you as a viewer. If you're watching things that feed into negative aspects of what you think you are and where you're going, then chill out. Think for yourself. Let's make a better future together. And me as a content creator, and I've lamented about it, I could get better views by going and jacking with cops in fast cars. but as a leader, I won't do that. So I think we should all weigh the balance of our own mental health and future together, and what it is. Because actions do speak louder than words, okay? Anyway, you guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of this channel. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe, and also click the bell down there, because that's the thing that tells YouTube, hey YouTube, don't let the algorithm jack with me. I actually want to see what this guy has to say. So do that. But thank you all for being here. There's a lot of fans that are here for every video and along the way. I see you guys. I appreciate you guys. And it means a lot that we can all do this together. So let's go make 2021. Yeah, that's it. That's crazy. It's the future. The future is now, people. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and naturally that you will subscribe, but please click that bell so I can continue to bring you wholesome and entertaining automotive content. Also, a huge thanks to Avalon King ceramic coating. They're supporting this channel and making this all possible. But more importantly, I'm looking forward to using it on all of my vehicles, including my old dirt bike. Ceramic coating bonds directly to the surface of your paint, trim, and plastics to give a long-lasting shine that beats all waxes. It lasts for years and it's easy to maintain. I've got it on my Viper right now, and my car has never looked this good. So give them a try. Again, thanks for watching, and I look forward to see you next time.